It's game time and I'm up one.
How many bottles of product? So we're about building relationships. So Amatina, Glossy, the fastest growing brands for detailing products, chemicals, and coatings in the world. All right, so guys, right now, Max is cutting out the MC20 bumper. What else did you cut, Max? This is the bumper right here.
And headlights.
And headlights. He's gonna bulk cut the hood and the fenders because it's going to be much cleaner install. Right now Josh is getting ready to start on the prep and decon of this vehicle. We're going to be using Stealth on the lower splitter slash spoiler, and this paint job is crazy, right? Because it's got this white fluorescent through it and the yellow.
Pinkish yellow.
So this is the up and coming weekly buff, Josh. And we haven't had a car like this.
Yeah, well, they have a lot of nice cars.
What's that? Welcome to another edition of the Weekly Buff, folks. And this week we got a real treat for you. A Maserati MC20 supercar. This is a two-door coupe. It is a mid-engine slash rear engine. I'm not quite sure, but you guys will probably correct me in the video. Putting out 630 horsepower, roughly 210 horsepower per liter. And I gotta tell you, 0 to 60 is under 3 seconds. This car came in with an amazing pearl paint job. If you guys can see here in the video, the paint has a white pearlescent to it. And that white pearlescent almost looks like somebody polished their vehicle and didn't do a good job, but that's just the way the paint came from Italy, guys. Now, the most important part is the prep before we get started, and that's the decontamination. And we had to do some moderate paint correction to remove some imperfections. Now, this car is going to be receiving full nose PPF, stealth, rockers, and a lot more. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, or ring the bell. All right, so right now, Max is touching up these fine chips with precision. We've got a pen that we use, so it's gravity fed and it's accurate like a ballpoint pen. Gets right in the chip, so there's not a huge bump. Right now this vehicle has some rash on the front, and we definitely want to touch this up before we do any PPF work. So this is a 2023 Maserati MC20 that Max is going to be working on. It's going to be doing full nose PPF. He's using a pattern for some of the pieces, right?
Yep.
And he's going to be bowl cutting the fenders. We've already done the hood the other day. We did this one on Friday, and it looks like looks pretty good. All right, guys, time to get started on the paint protection film. We don't want this beauty getting any type of rock chips on the front nose, hood, fenders, bumper, or even the rockers. Now, this had a matte paint finish on the lower portions of the car, the front spoiler and the rockers. The painted areas, which you can see here in the video, is that fluorescent yellow, and we're gonna be wrapping the whole entire hood, fenders, bumper, and the entire roof on this vehicle. We cut it in a 72-inch piece of material so that we would have no seams on the A-pillars. Now, the customer also requested we remove the wheels to clean the calipers, the back of the wheel, the front of the wheel, because they plan on aggressively driving this vehicle and putting it through its paces. We used the Evo Pro ceramic coating. We used our spray gun to spray the calipers to get a nice thick coating, the face and the back of the wheels. Now, Josh and the crew are doing a great job. We also baked the wheels after coating them. Then the final step was the Evo Pro Graphene ceramic coating. This is our best quality coating. We're gonna do 3 layers, which is like a foundation, a mid coat, and then a final coat to get some gauge or viscosity to give this the ultimate protection. This coating will actually maintain a candy-like gloss for not just months, but years to come. And we also made sure we put an additional coating that we make for PPF. Now, Junior, Marcus, Josh, okay, these guys did a fantastic job on the car. And if you guys are looking to get this type of work done on this level and you want somebody who's qualified as an expert, go ahead and click the link in the video to our detail studio to get a free quote for your car today. It's time to go to the customer and see what they have to say. Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Weekly Buff, and we've got Al Chapo Sr. and Al Chapo Jr. here, right? The king of exotic cars in Las Vegas. No, all kidding aside, these guys are crazy about cars. We just finished his son's MC20. I gotta say, he's gonna have to let me drive it, and I'll let you drive the Z06, right?
All right.
I'm breaking it in. Your dad did a good job breaking it in the other night. I smell like oil the whole night, but that's another subject. We worked on this car. He brought it to us. Dad's like a car guy. He's been doing this for his whole life. And he said, listen, man, there's hype and there's reality. Let's see what you got. And so, did we nail it?
I think they did a phenomenal job. Was it worth waiting for? I'm gonna say yes.
And this is Mark. And Mark, meet the Weekly Buff. So tell people why you're crazy about the MC. This is really different.
Man, you know what? I had a Huracan prior to this, and I actually traded it in. The only thing that it doesn't have that the Huracan did was the sound. As far as hype, it gets way more attention, believe it or not. The handling handles better than any other car I've driven so far. Everything about it's been great, except the gas mileage is trash. But you know, what do you want from 650 horsepower out of a V6?
But here's the thing you didn't tell them. This puts out more horsepower per liter than most any car in the world except a couple cars.
It's number 2 in the whole world for horsepower per liter.
How much horsepower is it?
About 654.
654. Now he's gonna put an exhaust on it, so he'll have to come back on the Weekly Buff after he puts the exhaust on it. Because Dad doesn't want to ride around a sewing machine because Dad has an FF90. So guys, it was an epic week. We appreciate the business. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for investing in your car. And guys, be sure to leave a comment, ring the bell, subscribe. We'll see you next week.